Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Eye Opener Society, and welcome back to my guided meditation series. Now, this one is way different. And I'm always trying to find new ways to keep you tuned into this because I feel meditation is extremely important and it could be fit into everyone's lives. And when I say everyone, I do mean everyone, especially those whom are always telling me I cannot relax. My mind's always going. I'm always in motion. I can't calm down. Do you know what? That's specific to you. And you're not the only one. And there is still a way for you to meditate because there's so many myths out there that you have to be calm and that you have to be seated in a I always dislike those myths. There are many people whom are on a frequency that they have to keep moving and their bodies need to be in motion and their mind is going to be functioning in a way different way while they are meditating. So I've picked the perfect person to work with. And this is going to be a well, not live, but I'm going to have somebody working with me on this episode to actually show you in real time how a meditation goes with someone whose mind is very active. I would like to introduce to you, if you are only just tuning into my meditation series, but if you're a regular listener, you already know her, Lizzie. Lizzie, my co-host. How are you, Lizzie?
Good. Just so excited to try something just a little bit different. Because I agree with you. Everybody can meditate and you have to just kind of go however is natural to you. And for me, it's always been movement. You've seen me do it, or I'm doing jumping jacks, I'm running around the house, I'm doing all kinds of things. But yeah, I'm in a stage now where I'm trying to kind of ground it back out, kind of broaden my perspective. Not that one's better than the other, but the ability to do both, I think, is very useful. So I'm excited to see what today's kind of blend into, see if I can sit still or if it feels natural to sit still.
Mhm. That's what we're going to try and work on. Yeah, it's motion, and I'm going to have you doing some motion because, like I said, I want to feed into the way you work naturally. So,
Yeah.
just so the audience knows, it's going to be watched. I'm not sure how well it's going to work because with Zoom, it kind of switches off if you're not talking. No one's going to see you, but it's meditation anyway. So every now and then I might have you say something, but I think we'll be fine anyway. You're already relaxed. And now and I always tell the audience, and I'm going to tell you again, now is your time to go into that quiet space. Now is the time to start focusing in on my voice. This might not be a very, what you're used to as far as a guided meditation because I'm focusing on one person. However, I'm going to try and focus for everyone else as I'm getting all my energies ready for this. So, Lizzie, you're already relaxed, or as
Mhm.
relaxed as you can. Is it probably the most relaxed I've seen you? So that's good.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good. And we both kind of cleared our auras prior to getting on here, which is another good thing. Grounding yourself so you're ready. So, Lizzie, thank you for being a subject. So just relaxed. There you go. I always start with the breathing. And Lizzie, you probably already know this, but you're just going to concentrate on your breathing. No heavy breathing, no deep breaths. You're just focused on your breathing and you're feeling it. And that's all you're going to, think of in this moment. The in and out of your breath. And I'm reaching out to you now. And just because I know you and I know your energies, I'm going to tap into that a little bit as we have this moment of quiet, this moment of stillness. I would like it to stay with you for the times that you actually need it. So, this moment, this present moment right here, right now, the way you are, hearing my voice, and feeling your breathing, this is going to get you into a much more relaxed state. There's nothing dramatic. There's just going to be a subtle shift of weight. Now, Lizzie, reconnect with yourself and just move slight shifts of weight from left to right. Just allow your body to move because what I feel from you is you gain more from the movement. It's kind of like that static air when you build it up, walking across a rug, allowing the static electricity to build up. That's what you're doing with movement. This is what people do when they can't, or at least they tell me that they cannot control their minds. Your mind may be racing a million miles a minute. You may be feeling a lot of things going on in your head, but this is normal. You're picking up frequencies. It's all downloading. Just let your shoulders loosen, roll them back slowly, soften your jaw, unclench your hands, and just remember, we are meditating. We're not performing. What you are is releasing. Now, allow your arms to move just a little bit more freely. They may rise, they may circle, or they may simply hang and swing. No choreography, it's just natural movement. And if it feels natural, shake out your hands, your shoulders, and imagine stagnant energy leaving your body. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, you are safe in your movement and you are allowed to take up this space and begin that slow movement just slightly, not stopping, it's just softening. Now, I think you're starting to feel a little bit of what you normally are. I could tell. You're probably getting the energies in. Your body may or may not want to move at this point, whatever it wants to do. Like I said, this is relaxation, something that we don't normally see or something we don't normally do. But I want you to feel this moment. You're controlling your breathing, and my voice is just in the background. Bring awareness to your feet touching the ground and feel the floor holding you. Feel gravity supporting you. Let your hands slowly come to rest over your heart. Keep swaying gently if your body wants that, and then take a deeper breath. Inhale fully and exhale completely. Allow your body movement to gradually become smaller, softer, until you come to stillness. And if you feel that, and if it feels right, allow it to be. Now, allow your hands to rest comfortably and notice your heartbeat beneath your palms. Notice the subtle vibration still inside of your body. Even though you are no longer moving, there is still motion within you. Your breath moves, your heart moves, energy flows. So take a slow inhale and let it go without force. And once again, inhale and exhale. Now, allow your breathing to find its natural rhythm. No controlling it. You're just going to observe it. Now, as thoughts arise, let them pass like distant clouds. There are people like you where you special, where you have these thoughts that burn, they turn, they twist. I can feel that in you. Your emotion is natural. Your emotion can be chaotic, but it's part of you and it's part of the way you meditate. So enjoy this moment being still. You don't need to chase your thoughts. You do not need to fix them. Just simply remain here, present and aware. Now feel the difference between restless energy and alive energy. One is chaotic, while the other is grounded. Right now, you are grounded. Now bring awareness to this truth. Movement did not disturb your peace, it revealed it. Stillness did not silence your energy, it focused it. You are not required to change your nature to find balance. If you are high energy, you can move consciously. If you are calm and still, you can remain grounded in that. Balance is not becoming someone else. Balance is honoring how you were built. So take one final deep breath in, hold it gently, and release. And now notice how you feel compared to when we started. There is stillness within movement. There is movement within stillness. Both live inside of you. Much more interestingly, there's stillness within me. There is motion within you. Together, we can blend this. So, Lizzie, start to become aware. Bring yourself back. Welcome back, my friend. How do you feel?
Really good. That was a fun experience. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see that you were still and was able to take that moment to ground yourself. On the other hand, would love to do this again when you are in your chaotic energy. S- Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
I when you told me you were gonna walk me through some movements, I was like super excited about it, and I was surprised to see that I couldn't do it. Like, as I how do I explain it? It's like when I'm meditating through movement, I'm bringing energy through my body. But when I sit still, I'm connecting to my body for energy to come to. It's like a different perspective. And I couldn't switch that. That was really funny. I think you saw me giggling. I don't know if the audience could see it, but I was like, anything that I had done, it would have like thrown me out of the groove I was in. So it's kind of funny. I'm gonna play this back after you post it, and I'm gonna try and do it again, and I'll see if the movement comes with me because it was funny because you guided me through the exact movements you see me do. So it was really funny and insightful to me that I now couldn't do it from this perspective. So I'm going to play with that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I found that interesting because I was focused on you and I wanted the movements to become larger. At least that was my initial plan. But as I sat and I watched and I started absorbing your energy, I said, wow, I'm seeing you not moving. Your movements were very slight. And I noticed, I picked up on that, that you weren't able to. So I just went along with it. And see, this is why I brought you on because, like I said, there are people like you. Everyone's unique, obviously, but people have that chaotic. And I know you go through that, especially a lot of times when you're excited and you're talking to me about some download that you just got and you figured something out. It's all over the place and not in a bad way. It's energy and it's exciting. And people do not realize that that's completely fine. You don't have to be still. You don't have to just sit there. I mean, walk us through your mind, like when I just described, when you get those downloads, what's happening to you?
It's kind of like a burst of excitement, you know what I mean? And if I hold still, my muscles get like really tense. And so it's like kind of like a freedom. It almost feels more like a disconnect from my body when I move into where I'm moving. Like I'm not like I'll watch back a video I've sent you and I like laugh at myself as I'm like, doing something weird and I'm like, God, I look like a crazy person. Like thank goodness you see me in normal moments too. But that's part of I think where I'm at in my understanding with it is that really shouldn't feel like a disconnect from my body. And
Mhm,
so really what you showed me today and that I almost couldn't do both taught me that there's more that I don't understand here. And I actually think that you did a really beautiful job. If this was like if I had found this episode back when I was first trying to like feel free in my movement, like I think this is an excellent episode, just so you know. Even though I didn't like move the way that we anticipated, that's the thing about meditation is if you're being authentic, like it doesn't always flow the way you think you're going to, you know?
mhm.
So,
It
but
is.
this was good.
Yeah, I'm glad, and I'm glad it did work out this way because, like I said, this is the greatness of meditation. We can pull in all of these different energies. You do not need to be silent. You do not need to be sitting. You could be out running and meditating if that's your
Yes.
thing. People just this is what I want to focus on to people to allow people to do what they do without having to take all that traditional sitting lotus position and silencing the mind. All of that works for some, doesn't work for everyone. And everyone's got thoughts that go on in their heads. We can't stop them. That's just the way our minds work. Some of us are able to look through it easier, while there are people more that work on that chaos energy. And that's the only way it works for you. So embracing it is great. But then having this moment where you're actually focused was actually amazing. It was amazing for me to see.
You'll probably never see me quite that focused.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm glad, I'm happy for it. It makes me feel like we actually did accomplish something, and I
Oh, for
know
sure.
yeah, and it makes me too feel you're working with me, and like you've told me before, I ground you, and you always give me through your chaos energy, you give me ideas and thoughts that way, so we can still function with that yin and that yang no matter what's going on. Whoever's calm, whoever's not, whether we're both calm, one's not, the other one is, we can still work together and we can, make these beautiful little connections, something that you could take away and learn from.
Okay, you wanna do another episode in like a month for this?
I would love to, and I would love
Round
to
2?
yeah, I would love to, and I would love to catch you in your chaotic energy, so we'll
Maybe
see.
next time I'll be on the floor and I'll be prepared for either and I'll practice letting it flow from both directions.
Okay, I'm always excited for those challenges, that's great. I thank you, Lizzie. I hope anybody out there in the audience understands you can still meditate. And I know most of my guided meditations are always focused on calm and peace. That's just to give your mind something else to think about within that chaos. Whether
Mhm.
you're going to do it in that moment or it's going to come up later on in life, you don't know. The more you practice, the better this gets. So that's my advice. Keep practicing on this. Lizzie already knows that, but she does it in her way. So I thank her again. She's wonderful. Thank you, Lizzie. Everybody give her a standing ovation.
Thank you, Gary.
You're very welcome, Lizzie. Thank you again. Don't forget to check out Lizzie and I every Monday mornings when we have our regular episodes of Eye Opener Society. We got so many big things coming up. You just don't know. So stay tuned with us. And thank you for joining us.